Ariel Goldberg, what unresolved issues do you have with TV?
Well, Charity Coleman, my unresolved issues watching TV was like alone time, but I wasn't alone. I was expected to be getting a vocabulary for school the next day. Like, if I didn't know the butterfly dance move from the music video, I couldn't identify someone doing it as the dance move from the video. It would just be a dance. And I feel things are similarly bare for me because I don't have a TV right now.
What do you see when the music starts? Does it interrupt your viewing at all?
What do you see in the plastic flag that points to the dollar value you get for each letter in Wheel of Fortune?
I see landfill.
What is the maximum minimum confessional mode with a video camera?
I think that people want blood and tears and real trauma.
You gotta fight for your right to party. When did you own a TV and why?
When did you turn the channel?
I only had a few channels to go between. And so it would depend on the host. The speaker never C-SPAN. So which hosts are you most comfortable or uncomfortable with and why?
That's a hard question, but I'm comfortable with Bill Donahue interviewing the cast of Twin Peaks. And when Dick Cavett interviewed John Cassavetes and Peter Falk and Ben Gazzara, and they were drunk, and they tried, and I think they succeeded in making Dick Cavett feel pretty uncomfortable.
What do you place inside the transformation of curving edges to a flat screen TV?
What do you do when you can't find the remote control?
I found in my childhood the weather report was the goal of watching the news. What about your childhood?
I sat really close to the TV. I couldn't look at static on the TV for a long time after watching that movie Poltergeist.
And then in the 90s, the night vision crosshairs viewfinder military tool. Was that what we saw as footage or filler for information? What do you think about that sort of access?
Trisha Toyota and Connie Chung, Fritz Coleman. The Gulf War was incendiary. It was really big on pyrotechnics.
Ultimately, this is lonesomeness. This is flat. That it is like a burglar alarm system or an encyclopedia salesman who is intensely successful. And now that's totally outdated.
Oh, I like it when people yell at the TV, "You fucking idiot," and why are they doing that? I feel like it's really interactive.
To me, the ultimate question in terms of presence and memory was whether the TV should be on or off during dinner. Like, if we being family, if we were sick of each other, leave it on. If parents were working a lot or worried about me, off. So what happens if the camera is straight on when the leader talks to you, and how visible is the lapel of an American flag pin?
Oh, you mean when the politicians wear the American flag pin on their lapel?
Yeah.
I don't really know, but there's something about commercials that makes me want to kill myself or other people. Do you have this problem? And like, why are cereal commercials always so playful? Who feels playful right when they wake up?
Did you know that when they played Schindler's List on TV, they didn't have commercials out of respect for the 6 million Jews, but Ford played their logo and said politely, "Take a bathroom break now." Yeah. Then the next day at Hebrew school, everyone was talking about Schindler's List playing on TV, and we talked about whose parents said you have to or don't have to watch this, and I was always the only one with Holocaust survivor grandparents, and the only one whose parents told me, get out of the room, when it aired.
That's like when I was at the babysitter and they were showing Grease, and the mom stood in front of the TV to block it when they were like making out in the car. Then we would like go into the closet and read her dad's Hustler magazines. But I was just kind of wondering about like when politicians wear those really big oversized suits. They never really like fit very well.
The oversized suits are to show that you've lost weight. And it also shows that you know how to relax. It's like putting your legs up on something when there's no authority figure around. What about the MaxiPad thong commercial?
I haven't seen that.
What about the herpes side effects commercial?
Well, what about the fact that a lot of bio women look like drag queens on TV? Like Nikki on The Young and the Restless, she is an alcoholic. And I thought I learned how to drink by watching her, which is you just pour straight vodka over fat ice cubes in a really nice crystal tumbler, and then you just down it all in one gulp. It's like sand through the hourglass, so were the days of our lives.
I did get excited when I saw a woman on a high number channel. I said, yes, she's a trans woman. It's a trans talk show host. But then my friend said, no, she's not trans, she just is weird inside her body. Like, a little big, but not trying to be inside a skirt suit.
Like late at night.
Yeah, it was late at night.
My sister took a picture of me and my mom. We were watching Pet Psychic, and in the picture we looked absolutely riveted, and my sister laughed at us, which I thought was really rude. But now that I think of it, it was that show Crossing Over with John Edwards, but I don't think it's the same as The Politician. But he's this guy who did mediumistic interventions with audience members about their relatives who had passed on. My mom communicates with the dead, so it was pretty cool.
I thought having a TV in your room was grotesque.
Wait, like your own TV?
Yeah.
As a kid?
Yeah. So I would go to my parents' room to watch TV. They didn't let me have a TV in my room. That would be going too far. But I had friends who had TVs in their room, and we fell asleep to it on sleepovers. I felt like I just had an affair when I woke up. I scrambled to turn it off. I got into the Home Shopping Network during that time.
It's like a pretty natural progression. I think that having a TV in your room when you're a kid is really decadent. And my version of decadence is that I used to go to tapings of TV sitcoms for field trips in elementary school. Like, we could have been going to museums, but instead we saw the $20,000 Pyramid or Full House or something.
I watched Full House on a leather couch eating processed snacks with a babysitter who I thought had nice hair. I ate marshmallows in a small bowl. not melted. See?
Melted.
Well, you know, usually you melt marshmallows and they're kind of gross when you don't melt them. You can really taste the powder on top. Anyway. Who did you have a genuine crush on TV? Genuine means that you thought they saw you watching back. Like a spiritual connection, like leaving a stone on a grave and the dead person understands you visited.
I had sort of a crush on Pat Sajak, but he was a little out of my league. I tried out for a TV show once. The casting call was for ethnic-looking kids, so I showed up there with my blonde hair and blue eyes. I didn't get the part, and the show was supposed to star Nell Carter, but it never aired for some reason.
Did you call them and ask about it?
What?
Did you call them and ask about it?
No.
Nothing.
It was too humiliating.
Did you ever think that a TV in the bathroom was like a carpeted toilet seat? Or the kitchen, a travel TV in black and white? Where did you spot these?
Usually it's the same place where there is like an ashtray in the bathroom, carpeted toilet, carpeted bathroom floor, and the toilet paper was usually pink or blue.
How has TV been associated with laziness? And that's totally unfair to those who just want to unwind after a long day's work, like get off your ass or something.
Yeah, well, I think the real danger for people who think that way or are critical of people who watch a lot of TV, I think that the concern is intellectual sloth and general mental stagnation. But like, I wonder what people see when they watch the news. I feel like they eat and they watch the news, but I don't see how you can like digest your food. That's something I think about.
The news is really scripted and this disappoints me. Like, why can't it be more improvised?
No, they do tell jokes.
To me, it just seems like the weather is the most practical thing. The content is irrelevant for everything else. But bad improv theater also gets under my skin.
Bad improv theater is really bad. Oh, did you see those VH1 bubble video things? They pop up within like a bloopy sound, like bloop, and then it has some
like
trivia.
Sky blue?
Yeah, like trivia about the video, and you can't watch the video because you're watching these things on the screen. I just find it really sloppy and distracting.
Yes. And what about the icon of the Earth globe rotating, then landing at the anchor's desk? MTV News, as if it's urgent.
Like when Kurt Loder, he had breaking news, or like Tabitha.
Yes.
Did you ever have a caboodle?
Shit. I never had a caboodle. Like, I brought the other closeted gay person to my junior prom.
Like probably, caboodles aren't that gay. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess so.
But at least you went to your prom.
I did.
Well, we have a lot of issues, Ariel.
I know, Charity.
I think we're actually done talking about them for now.
Looks like that's it.
That's it.